Good morning, class. Today, uh, we will start discussing essay writing of English 1. So, for essay writing, please take out your book, page number 166. We will have page number today 166, that is given in your book. Kindly make me sure that you all have taken out the book. Okay. Okay, all right. Okay. In this this time third term, actually in your syllabus there was a option between letter writing and short story. Okay, so there was option either you can do letter writing or short story. In third term, you will only have letter writing. There will be no short story like that. So short story will not come. Do not prepare short story this time. Letter writing and essay writing, because short story has been already come in these two terms. So do not prepare a short story this time. So the day everything went wrong, as the title suggested, that the day everything went wrong, it means that is the topic. You have to explain that something or whatever that had happened on that particular day. Okay, that was wrong. So in this way, you have to describe the day in your own language. You can describe any day in your life, maybe you know that that occur that on that day maybe something had wrong with you. So like that, there was a essay given in a book. I will explain. With the help of that, you can write your own essay in your own language. But things, the topic and the grammatical writing must be correct if you're going to write the same in your own language. So title is what you have to explain the day. Okay, focus should be on that day, and secondly you have to describe that whatever things had happened on that particular day, that was somewhere wrong. So the day everything went wrong, so that was the a day which was somewhere remembered by the person, those who are going to write the essay. Here example you can see that this day, this was a day I am not likely to forget for a long time. And the first time mentioned is very good, that that was the day in which the writer will not, forget that particular day for a long time. What types of day? It started when my alarm failed to go off and I woke up very late. So according to this essay, there was a day, what is mentioned here. So that was the day when the alarm of the writer was somewhere failed. Due to that, he could not get up on particular time, and he was really late. He woke up late, and that is why he really. So these things would be that thing was occurred by, because that he could not had the alarm. The alarm also failed. Talking about that particular day. So as the alarm failed, see the first point is talking in this essay that alarm failed. Once alarm failed, that was the beginning of the day. The beginning of the day. So here things were started. As alarm failed, so things were started going wrong. Okay. What happened then? In hurry, I failed to check the water temperature and ended up standing under the spray of boiling water. Now, the first of all, he failed to check the water temperature because there was less time. So, in hurry, he was doing the thing. And then, while trying to finish breakfast in a minute and a half, 1.5 minutes he had taken for the breakfast. And I knocked the juice off the table Mom has this mom has this things about cleaning up your own mess so that I could so I had to clean everything before I could dash out of the saying that I have to do all my finishings before leaving the home, whatever I had before, whatever I have after taking bath and all, means whatever breakfast, what I'm going to do on that day, I have to also cleaning the same breakfast before leaving the house. Then there is a ditch with dirty water near the bus stop, and so it had to happen today that I tripped and fell in. There was big see the things was how started wrong. As the alarm fell in hurry, he had his breakfast as well as in hurry how he hardly managed his household work, and then after on the way there was a ditch. He had fallen down there. Things had been somewhere wrong. That is a secret. If you will have to write this essay, so things should be in sequence. So see the sequence is going how. Okay. Okay. I was wet with mud all over my started white shirt. My shirt also became dirty. So I knew what to expect it at school. And finally, I supposed that what is going to be happened in my school, seeing my dirty dress. So due to feeling alarm, things were became worse in my life on that particular day. So that was the day, a memorable day, saying that I could not forget that day. But that was latter, right in front of my eyes. I saw the school bus rounding the corner and leaving without me. One more thing had happened. What? Once I was fallen there, and I could not catch my bus. And in front of my eyes, I could see the bus was, passing from my side, and I cannot catch. I could not catch it. So that was again a thing. The things was going wrong. One of that incident. Okay. I tried running for a bit, screaming, but I saw some of the children in the window making faces at me. So as I was late, my dress became dirty. My bus left me. I was running, I was screaming, but I found that the students sitting in the bus, they were making fuss, they were making face and fuss on me. Then I ran back to home and asked Dad to drop me to school in his car. He returned back to his home. He asked his father to leave to his school. I got a good scrolling first for having ruined the uniform and then for being lazy and slow. As my dress become dirty, due to that dirtiness, I somewhere being lazy and slow on that day. Anyhow, I managed to slip through the school gates before they were shut. So anyhow, before shutting the gate, I could manage myself to go inside the gate in the school. Just as the morning bell rang, just before entering the school, the bell had rang. I turned at the corner near the wall and ran straight into Mr. Goswami, who let out a little strike and threw the two books and the register he was carrying up in the air. Means that the teacher was going to enter, and anyhow I managed to go inside, and Mr. Goswami was somewhere ready to have the things. Now the entire school gathered for the assembly and grew quiet and looked in our direction as the students were late, as I was one of them. So the entire school, all the students, including teachers and all, they all had their prayer on there. So they all were seeing on that particular direction in which I was. I offered a confused apology and quickly helped him with his book. So anyhow, he managed his book. Later, upon entering the class, I got the shock of my life. When I came into my class, I had a shock. What is that? I saw my classmates with their textbook out. Finally, one more thing he had. When he entered the class, he found that all the classmates were open their textbook. Okay, but mm, our teacher had announced a surprise test in geography, so they all had open. I had been studying hard for the science test scheduled for the week after, and geography had been the last thing on my mind for nearly 2 weeks ago. But what had happened? That was the surprise test. So instead of having science, he had to, he thought that geography he will prepare lately, but science surprise test what we are going to happen. So according to him, he prepared science, but on that particular day, he saw that all students had their geography textbook open. All right. Now, and geography had been the last thing on my mind for nearly 2 weeks. I knew I would fail because he had not prepared anything in geography. So he knew on that particular time that he would get fail. Spending half the lunch hour in the hot sun, minding the children was a real miserly. I longed for a cool drink in the cafeteria with my friends, but did not dare to do it because something told me that I would invite more trouble that day. So see that how the things was going to fail in my life on that particular day. So half day has been passed. I took my lunch and all, but I could not dare to say anything to with my friend. Why? Because somebody somebody had told that on that particular day things will be wrong with me. So I was now somewhere ready that now the things is started going wrong with me. So that is why he could not say anything because something told me that I would invite more trouble that way. Okay, so I was quite thankfully the period after lunch was free. So I decided to sneak a quick nap or taking a short gap. So I think it took me about 30 seconds to fall asleep. Okay, there was a gap between, so he thought that he could have a nap in that. Nap means you can see a short sleep. With my head cradle on my forearms folded on the desk, means like that he had somewhere taking rest. And I think it must have been another couple of minutes before I woke up with a sharp knock on my shoulder. Means half a minute passed by doing that, and then after there was a knock on my shoulder, and due to that, I have to somewhere open my eyes. I woke up with that determination that whoever had dared spoiled my rest. So there was a shocking thing that who is the person who had dared to spoil my rest, means who had dared to make me dare to make me awake. In the serious trouble, as I was very, you can see that the things was wrong with me. So I was upset in that having that condition, somebody was going to interrupt me when I was taking rest. So see the sequence. Why I'm explaining the essay? Why? Because you have to, there was a chain of the sequence going in this essay. See the chain. So once you are going to write anything in your own language, there should be a sequence of that chain. How the sequence is, see that one incident, just after one incident, just after one incident, just after one incident. So going on in a proper way. That sequence I need in this. Okay. I'm explaining why because somebody was saying that, ma'am, can I write this in my own language? Yes, you can write, but you have to remind the sequence. Suppose that if you're going to, if you're starting from here and somehow you have reached here, you will somewhere lose your mark. So try to take that in a sequence. What happened then? Okay, we were on which paragraph? Okay, all right, I got the link. So I woke up with the determination that whoever had dared spoiled my rest was in for serious trouble. I looked up and looked straight into the face of Mr. Kale, Mr. Miss Kale. That was Miss Kale. So I could see the face of Miss Kale. She was sent as a substitute. Okay, maybe a teacher who had come there. She had a substitution on that particular class, so she had a dare to knock the boy. As she was a teacher on that particular time, so she had. She is a child's worst nightmare. Okay, I spent the rest of the time standing in the corner. Due to that, I had to stand on that particular time in the class, and that was the nightmare for me. So the trouble how it is going on. Finally, school was over. I dragged my feet towards the bus, exhausted after the days ordeal. Whatever things had happened, I was completely tired of all the activity happened in that day. I found just about enough space to somehow stand in the packed bus because one of the two buses that piled on the same route had broken down and all the children had shifted into that one bus. My God, see the trouble thing. There are two buses. Due to that, maybe that two buses are spoiled. So the children of that two buses were shifted in that particular bus. So I somehow managed myself to had a corner in that bus. So that was again a thing. So I had to suffer there as well. Okay, I took then it took me twice as much time to reach home. Due to that, there was gathering, and then after the bus had to leave the students one by one at their the way, or you can see whatever the location. So due to that, I had to spend there twice time according to my regular time. So I do not think I have to overslept ever again after that day. So finally, I decided that I will not oversleep any day. Maybe due to that, the things, the problems will start my life and then it will go on a full day. So that is why he thought that. And after, not even on Sunday. So as he had a lesson from that particular day that he could not sleep properly means oversleep in Sunday as well. So that was all about to your essay. I hope the sequence what I want to mention here that you got the point. So if any essay you're going to write, try to write the sequence, try to start from the beginning part. For the essay, something you have to take in your mind that the beginning part. Okay, you have beginning part in which you can write one para, two paras, any in what way you can complete yourself. Middle part, you have to write the middle part in sequence. That middle part also can be one or two para. Okay, one or two paras. So after writing middle and beginning and middle, lastly you can write the ending part. Okay, when you write ending part, you have to somewhere think that in your ending part to what lesson you're going to have from the uh, beginning and middle part. So in the last the final paragraph we could have that he had a lesson that he will not sleep even Sundays, oversleep like that. So in this way you can say the essay, you can write the essay or whatever story or the things you're going to have in your examination. So things should be like that. Now we have only 2 minutes. I will ask to some students, they had raised their hand. Umang Jaiswal.
Hello.
Hmm. Yes.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Ma'am, we have to write, ma'am, we can write essay with own. Ma'am, how much sentence? Ma'am, we can write.
How much? What?
Ma'am, how much sentence we can write essay by own
See, that is
sentence?
of 20 marks. So how much portion is given in your book? At least you have to write like that. 20 marks is something. Do not ask me
Ma'am,
that, ma'am, how many paragraphs, how many lines. The proper way in which you are going to finish your part. Okay, beginning part should be there. There should be middle part. There should be ending part. Do not ask me like that. Your story could be according to you. Okay,
okay, ma'am.
try to write the story, try to write the essay. Story I'm saying because the story you're going to say in your essay, in your
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
examination. That could be your story, that what could happen with you on that particular day. Okay, do not think that story, story writing. No, I'm not talking about that story writing. That will not come here in third term. Okay, so that will be up to you. How many paragraph dependent on you. Thing should be try to write 4 to 5 paragraphs in 20 marks. You
Okay, ma'am.
can write the same story or same essay because this is sixth class standard. It is very good that any student is going to write their own story. But if you are find somewhere you are unable to write anything, you could have such types of sequence problem, you can write the same. Things try to change something in your own language. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Garima. Okay, I hope that there are some problem with Garima. Abhinav Kumar Pandey, unmute yourself.
Hello.
Uh,
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Ma'am, what is the meaning of ordeal?
What is that?
Ordeal.
Order? Where it is?
Ma'am, on last second line.
Ortil.
Yes, ma'am.
Last paragraph.
And second line.
Finally, school was over. I dragged my feet towards the bus, exhausted after that paragraph.
Yes, ma'am.
After the days, ordeal means the sequence was the you can say that the activity was going in sequence. Ordeal. That was that.
Okay, ma'am.
Ashi, you can mute yourself, please. Okay, Ashi Dalmia.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Ma'am, 167 page number.
Huh?
Third para, last line. Quick nap. What is ma'am meaning?
1 minute, I'm not getting the which para.
Ma'am, third para, last line.
I offered an confused apology and quickly helped him with his book as he saw that Mr. Goswami.
So I decided to sneak a quick nap.
So that what particular time, because after that there was a free time, so I could to sleep because I could not take my sleep properly on that particular day. I was exhausted with that, the things at my swell alarm had failed. So that particular thing was going in my mind. I wanted to take, a peace of mind on that. There was a short time, so I could have a nap. That means try to take a smaller period of time for a sleep. So that is why I could have. As
Okay,
time
ma'am.
is up, students for essay there is no problem. Letter writing, I will give the link. Students for asking me number of times that my which letter. Do not, please try to attend the class. Okay, try to attend the class. If maybe you are failed to attend the class, no problem. Given the link, teachers are regularly giving the links. Try to see that. Then after the videos, try to watch. All the questions are there in the video. So before asking anything in your doubt, that is not your doubt. Try to watch the video properly. Okay. Okay, class. Now we will come again for the next literature class. We'll discuss something. Till that time, thank you.